I mean, the episode that stands out to me, I mean, season two was not a good season for Damon, so nothing really stands out for Damon. It was wretched for Damon. He was like hero getting his ass kicked, no love, you know. He had one girl whole season. So the stuff with Alaric, like Alaric, it's funny when Damon sees all of Alaric's toys, these really cool weapons that Alaric makes to kill and sedate and obviously kill vampires. Damon's there with him. This is my buddy. He's here. He's showing me. It would be as if you and I were hanging out. We go to a bar and you pull out a pistol and you put it on the bar and you say, "Yeah, man, this is the gun I was going to kill you with." You're like, "Oh, this is such a beautiful gun." I mean, it's this weird dynamic, and I love when Rick and Damon are in the scene together, and he's showing him all these devices that Rick is showing Damon all these devices, or Elena all these devices that he's created to basically kill Damon or his kind. And it's always this funny thing because the inner monologues that are going on in my head while we're doing the scenes, it's pretty awesome.
I talked about episode 3 of 3, so I don't want to be redundant, but I think the third episode of season 3 is really strong, and maybe it's because I was able to show a different side to Stefan, but for me, that was a very exciting episode to shoot. So I'll selfishly say episode 3 of 3.
I really liked Bonnie's death scene. I know that's weird that I'm saying, like, oh, I like the scene where I died. Like, I actually, like, I love that it was like a 60s themed. John Baring, who is our producer / director / everything, he directed it, and he nailed it. It was so awesome. I love that Bonnie went against Klaus, and it was just all the blood and the fire, and I just loved all the excitement. So that was definitely one of my favorites. I also liked the Katerina episode, and not because it has my name, but it was also a really cool episode, and it was the first time I met another warlock, which in high school, so that was cool.
My favorite episode to film to date, it was really fun to shoot the Masquerade episode, just because everyone was all dolled up, and all the guys were in their suits, and all of us girls got to wear dresses, and also we got really, really great feedback from the network, which is always it's an exciting thing to hear. Your boss is being really, really excited about the work that we're all doing here in Atlanta, because we are really far away from, our, kind of our headquarters of sorts, and so it's nice to know that from all the way across the country that they're really excited about what we're doing here. And another one, and then the pilot episode. The pilot episode was honestly such a great experience. It's how, we all formed a very, very strong bond and formed really, really great friendships. I mean, by weekend 3, we all went up to Whistler and rented a cabin for the weekend to celebrate Easter weekend. I mean, we had just met each other, and so I mean, and we still have continued that kind of a friendship, and it's just grown and become more honest the more that we've gotten to know each other. But everyone said the entire month, this is not how it usually is. And it was my first pilot to ever work on, so I just thanked my lucky stars that I got to be a part of it.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite episode, but I think the most fun that I have on set is when we're doing party scenes. Not necessarily parties, but events, because the whole cast from 1 to 8, we're all there. And it's fun because we all don't work together a lot. We just pass by each other in the hair and makeup room and see each other on weekends here in Atlanta. But it's when we're all at some, event that we're shooting. Those are probably the most enjoyable because we're all just hanging out and we're all joking and everything. We're all in one scene together. And that's probably one of my more favorite scenes.
My favorite episodes so far are the very first episode that Alaric arrives in on season 1, I believe it's 208, and then the opportunity to play Klaus towards the end of season 2, and in terms of overall the overall sense that Alaric is beginning to really open up and really find himself, season 3 would be my favorite so far.